What's up, you guys? It's your girl, it's Rickele, and I am here back with another video. It is time to get consistent on this YouTube because I know a lot of y'all have been asking me questions about how to make money from this, that. So you know what? Your girl is back. Anyway, this video is going to be relative to starting a virtual call center business. But before you start a virtual call center business, you need to make sure you have certain things in place. You can't just jump into this business thinking it's going to be easy and you can just pick up and start getting money right away. No. You got to get things in place. You have to structure your business correctly before you actually start the business. So anyway, my name is Rickele, and I have a virtual call center business, and I've been doing it over 6 months now, and has been a life-changing experience for me. I am so glad that I've done it, and now I'm here to show you guys how you can get started doing this business too. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 things you need to get before starting your virtual call center business. Now, I just want to say this. You cannot be cheap. With any type of business, you cannot be cheap. If you be cheap, it's just not going to work out for the best. Like, your business is not going to have that longevity that it needs. So you have to invest into this business, no matter what type of business it is. But if you invest into the right tools without doing it the cheap way, I promise you it's going to pay off. Don't be cheap. Make sure you have a budget set aside. Don't spend money that you cannot risk losing right now. So for me, I was not working at the time when I started this, but I am a licensed cosmetologist, so I was selling hair, doing hair as well. I was also doing Instacart, DoorDash, whatever I need to do in order to get this money. So when I started this business, it took me under $500 to start. Now, it depends on where you are, and when I say that, I mean what state you are in, because with me, it was only about $100 for my LLC. Other funds was spent on a course, as well as setting up other things that I needed to have my business set up properly, which we are going to talk about in this video. So let's get into the first thing. The first thing, you need to have an LLC in your EIN. Okay, LLC, they require you to have an LLC, simply put, because you are registered as a new independent business owner. This LLC is going to set the foundation for your business. So make sure, instead of you going to a third-party site like InkFile, LegalZoom, stuff like that, I recommend you going to your Secretary of State first, because it's going to be cheaper most likely. Now, granted, if the third-party services have maybe some deals or specials that they're doing, go ahead and hop on it, because they have specials. But 9 times out of 10, they charge about 2 or 3 times the amount that you will pay through your Secretary of State. For me, it only took about $99, and I did it through my Secretary of State. Okay, EIN. Your EIN is free. Never, ever, ever pay for an EIN. Never. Go to the irs.gov, get you an EIN. You can get that EIN the same day during their business hours, okay? So once you get those 2 things, that should push you to make you want to do this. Because I know when I got my LLC, I was like, oh, it's real. It's real. I got an LLC now. Like, this business got to work. There's no other way around it. So hopefully it'll do the same thing it did to me for you too. Now, the second thing, you want to get a business virtual address. Do not get a P.O. box or a post office address. Make sure it's a physical location where you can go in the co-working space or however they're going to do it, and you can have maybe your own office space or a suite. For me, I use iPostal. It's a real building. I can go in there and I can use the suite that they assigned me to. So please do not put a P.O. box, post office, or your home address on your LLC. It is going to mess it up for you in the future when you try to get business capital or funding. So please do not do this. Okay. Okay. Third thing, business email. Make sure you get a business email. Who thinks you're going to be legit sending me an email with job postings from a gmail.com, yahoo.com, bing.com, hotmail.com? Like, I'm not going to take you serious. Get a business email. Stop being cheap. Okay, you can go to Google Workspace. Google Workspace offer the domain names for a business email. You got GoDaddy. You got all of those other websites that you can go through. Get a professional business email. My business email is support@virtuallyconnected.info. Professional, right? It's not virtuallyconnected@gmail.com. It's not Stacy back it up at hotmail.com. So make sure you get a business email. Okay? So that's the third thing. The fourth thing, and this is important, you need a website. You need a website. I don't care if you got to hire somebody on Fiverr to do it. You have to have a website. When people are trying to apply to your virtual call center, where are they going to apply at? Have a website. So my website is created through Canva. It's a perfect format for those that got service-based business. So it's simple. It was plain. It's a one-page layout and it's effective. It works best for me. But if you, on the other hand, you want to hire somebody on Fiverr to create a website for you, go for it. For me, I created my website on my own. It did not take any time at all. It took about maybe 1 or 2 days if I'm really sitting there and just going straight through it. But it's really simple, you guys. Please have a website. And the thing with Canva is that they offer you to purchase your domain name through Canva. So that's what I did. I purchased my domain name through Canva, and that's how I did it. Or if you have a domain name, they allow you connect it to Canva, so you can use that as well. But please make sure you have a website. You have to build that online presence. Otherwise, it's not going to look credible or legit to these funding companies, major companies or major banks that you're trying to get funding from, and you don't have an online presence. They cannot search you. So make sure you have a website, okay? Please. All right. Fifth thing, get you a logo. Branding is key. You want to have some type of brand. Set the tone. This is your baby. Your baby takes 9 months to form, so you need to have some type of branding, okay? Like, the branding is key. You need to be building your brand. People do not know you. So why would they apply to your virtual call center? Get a logo. Get a logo. Come up with a color scheme. Look up color theory. Hire you a designer. Whatever you do, get you a mood board. And, get a logo, because that's very important. It's how people are going to notice you. When people see my logo, they like, oh, I know who that is, because I'm very consistent in my branding, in my colors. Think about the colors. Don't do any type of crazy colors, pinks and yellows and oranges and stuff like that. It's really not well known to see that in the call center industry. You got your grays, black, blues, and greens. That's more so corporate type look. So make sure you either do your research on that, or you can hire a designer to help you understand the color theory when it comes to branding. Okay, so let's do a little recap. First thing, you want to get LLC and your EIN. Second thing, business virtual address. You can go to Opus, Regis, or iPostal. Okay. Third thing, get you a business email. Google Workspace, GoDaddy, or any other sites that allows you to purchase a email domain name. The fourth thing, a website. Website is very important. Do not start this business without a website, okay? Fifth and last thing is a logo. Get you a logo. Hire somebody or do it yourself. Whatever. It does not have to be over the top. Very simple but effective, and is what's going to help your marketing and the branding. So once you get those things, you will then be ready to start entering the virtual call center business world, because you have to set up your business first. The foundation is key. You can't build a house without a foundation. So you definitely have to build that foundation before you dive into this business. And please do not get into this business if you feel like you're going to fail. I always say, if you already have the mindset of failing, then you already failed because you have that mindset. Change your mindset. That's another thing you need to have. So we're going to make it 6. The 6th thing will be mindset. Shift your mindset to the point you're delusional. Like, talk to yourself. Wake up. Tell yourself, oh, I can do this. I know I can do this. I got this. I'm going to make 6 figures from this business. I'm going to make 4 figures every month, 5 figures every month from this business. You know, you have to have that mindset. If you do not have that mindset, it's not going to work out for you. So make sure you have that mindset. Get those 5 things. Once you have those 5 things, come talk to me in the comments so we can talk more. Okay, thank y'all for viewing this video. I really do appreciate it. I am going to be a lot more consistent on YouTube, okay, because I know it's been a lot of people asking me about information regarding the virtual call center business, because y'all know I am very truthful and honest, especially if you've been watching my TikTok live at It's Rickele, and I go into a lot of details about it. And I also have another free webinar replay on my YouTube channel that you can watch if you want to receive more information about this business. But in the meantime, in between time, make sure you hit that subscribe button and look out for the next video. Bye.